beautiful people. This is your twin flame relationship soulmate reading. Depends on what you believe in. I feel like they're all in the same vibe. So this is going to be me shuffling for a while. Those of you who know or who have been through this spread know that it takes me a while to put the cards out. Some of you like to see it, so that's why I include it. For those of you who do not, please feel free to fast forward over this. Okay, so we're going to talk about the month of July. The month of July gives you overall energy of the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, I'm going to put these decks to the side because I won't need them. I heard to keep this one. I may need it. Okay, so overall energy, we have the Lovers and the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles tells me that this is a learning process. Okay, this is a relationship that you are eager to solidify. There is a bond being made. If you don't know who your true love, twin flame, soulmate is, you will find out this month. Okay, you'll have some sort of indication. There may be an offer, a beginning of something that you feel is developing. But there's a lot of learning to be done this month. A lot of learning and a lot of paying attention. A lot of seeing things that you've never seen or dealt with before. I'm hearing that there is a learning how to accept love, learning how to be in love, learning how to be in this type of commitment. Okay, sorry, I'm going to adjust the camera. I feel like it's off a little bit. Okay, so we're going to start. This is the masculine side, feminine, and this in the center is your relationship with this person, like together. Okay, so we're going to start with the masculine side. If you don't know who is who, just listen to the reading and you'll see what resonates with you and what doesn't. Okay? So we start off with the Three of Cups and the Magician. As they look at you, they see the beginning of something new. You get along very well. You may spend some great time together. And they know that they have the power to develop something here. It feels as though to them that life has prepared them for what's about to take place. Okay? Prepared them to be able to open up their heart and see what it is that's being presented to them. You are already aware of this connection, and you are going to keep moving forward as hard as it may be. The struggle, I'm getting this feeling of, it feels like a long shot. It feels like it's going to take some time. There is learning involved with this person for you. But I feel like this is something that you're not going to give up on. It's always going to be there around you. And you're not going to give up on this journey. It's almost like you're waiting on them to make a move or to do something to show that they are interested. Moving forward, for your masculine, or for the masculine, we have sadness and isolation, which is the 3 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. There are things that they are dealing with. Their efforts are being pushed towards something else. And they need this energy to focus on that. There's an area of their life that needs to be cleaned up. Dealing with heartbreak from the past. But they are pushing through it. Okay? You may take a risk. And I feel like it's not going to go the way that you thought this month. Especially at the beginning. This strikes me as beginning energy. So it's not going to go exactly how you thought it would. It's still at the beginning, and it still has that childish feeling to it. You don't really know what's going to happen. And I feel like that's a drug for you. Okay? That's what fuels your hope and your faith. But it's just not time. This may be unjust to you, but as in the universe's eyes, it's just not time for that to happen. They will gain control this month. They will understand. They will see that they deserve more. There's something that can be grown here. There's something very interesting about this relationship that lets them know that it is something that could be good for them. When they get things together, when they feel in control, and when they're able to treat you the way that they need to treat you, it will be time. And I feel like they're going to see you. You are ready for things to move forward. You have this lingering on you, this idea of how it should go. And I don't think that it's going to go that exact way. Okay? You have eyes for this person. So I feel like if something negative happens, that you're still going to push through it. But you're waiting on them to make the move. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're only living off of hope and not what is actually taking place within the relationship. I feel like there will be some conflict, and that you and this person will have some differences, and that worries them. From what I see so far, the masculine has an issue with thinking that it is going to fail, and that worries them. It's hard for them to move past that because it's like they're looking for perfection in all aspects instead of being open to risk. You're open to risk. But it's interesting because even though they see something negative or some differences between you two, you see this as moving forward. You see this as destiny, that you have even gotten this far, that there is an opportunity to move forward. But the masculine has fears internally about I'm feeling like there's some synchronicity with the past, and that leaves them worried if they are able to fight for this. It's interesting because both of you see it in different eyes. You see it as an opportunity. Each step is a move forward, okay? They see each step as they're analyzing every step, everything that happens. The bond that you have scares them for sure. The bond is here. They know that it's here. The basis of the relationship is you both have the feeling. You know that there's something about this that is meant to be. But there is energy from the past. There could be children. But I feel that this is foolishness. Okay? And because this is on both sides. Foolishness for you because you're so clear and so ready and so open that you don't see the negatives. Foolishness for them because they're afraid to even take a step. Even though instinctively you both have that connection and intuition that there's something there. Okay, there's something that pulls you together. The problem is, because of fear of separation, because you may not be seeing each other right now, there could be some distance. All this distance is bringing in insecurities. It's making you both your own worst enemy in moving the relationship forward. There's a need to open up the curtain and see. There's a need to get past this fear of loss from the past, or loss that hasn't even happened yet, and move towards this connection. But you're learning. I feel like you're both learning to understand what it is that you're feeling, because your emotions are starting to open up. There's a lot of cups here for both of you. What the masculine is bringing, we have heal, which is the star card, and we have the temperance in reverse. This is very interesting because they're bringing hope and faith, and you are an inspiration to them, and you have so much potential that they see. Enough to open up and release their sadness, their fears. But they have a fear of doing too much too soon. Okay? A fear of the intensity that they feel. And that makes them pull back because of that. I feel like they jump in and then they jump out. The intensity is scary. You have an understanding. You are very clear on what you want. You understand what is happening. And I'm not going to say that you understand. I'm going to say that you're not afraid. There's a difference. Bless me. You have made a decision based on your emotions being truth to you. Okay? It's very interesting because I feel like both of you are in the same situation, but you're seeing it differently. You already know. They have an inkling, like a feeling inside, in the pit of their stomach. It's like they need to learn to love again. And honestly, so do you. But you're just more open to the possibilities of the relationship. And the relationship for the month of July, for both of you, this is Seek, which is the Hermit, and the Sun in reverse. I feel like there's not going to be a lot of movement or the ceasing of movement. Because there is a Sun card, it means that there is an attainment of your goals and you feel really good. But then there is a cease of activity, a stop, a slight break, a pause. This pause is to bring understanding or wisdom, to learn how to love, to learn how to care, to learn what this means, to learn how to re-enter into a relationship, a commitment. Okay, so I'm getting the cards out that I want to pull for you. If you remember, because I haven't done this in a while, I pulled 3 for the feminine, 3 for the masculine, and 3 for the relationship as a whole. Sometimes more, as you can see there. We're going to start with the feminine. The first card that I have is reconsider a commitment. You have the right to change your mind. Choice. You have made the choice that this is what you want. You could reconsider your commitments. And I feel like this is something that you have thought about. You've processed it. You understand that this is the choice that you want to make. I feel like the world is brand new to you right now. Something may have happened to you to make you a free agent because you had to recalculate some of your life situations. But now you know what your direction is and where you want to go. Okay? Very soon, clearly decide what you want. Clearly decide what you want, because things are going to move. Things are going to happen. Okay? This is a month of assessing, figuring out love, learning how to love, learning how to be in a relationship. You may have gotten out of one. You may have moved on from something. So this is a time for you to get yourself together on what it is that you want. The next card that we have is forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. As I said, I did feel like there was something that you had gotten rid of. It's time to forgive yourself and forgive this other person and move forward. Or even forgive your masculine. Okay? Because there may have been an issue where, like right now, they can't really understand what it is that they're going through or what it is that they want. It's like they have to be sure that they're making the right decision instead of jumping into something. And a part of being in love and a part of being connected is learning how to forgive and unconditional love for the person that you are with. Okay? Next, we have physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. This is an opportunity for you to give this to your masculine, or for them to give this to you. Show them that you care. Show them that you're interested. Hug them. Be there for them. And I feel like that's going to change their mind. I feel like it's going to make them a little standoffish, because it's going to be like a surge of emotion. But I feel like that's something that needs to be done, especially with this card coming up. Okay? For the masculine, we have honor your resistance. Sometimes no action is the best action of all, which is wait. And this is what they're doing. Because you're afraid to make moves, masculine, you know the intensity of what you feel, the devotion that you give in relationships. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to be excessive and then take a step back. That's not fair to you or to them. You may have gotten out of something as well. So this is just a reminder that you can take a pause if you want. Okay? It's about you too. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Why? Because you found someone that is great. You found that the Harlequin novel love, you know, that's what it feels like to me when I see this card. Enjoy those moments. Okay? You deserve them. Look at your patterns in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that your need to change and modify your behavior. This is a reminder that you are a strong person, okay? Because you are taking this moment to take a pause to understand what your feelings mean. The patterns in old relationships that have brought you here. Why you don't want to go through those again, okay? It's giving you that opportunity to change, to being something that is better for you. And that's why you're afraid to give so much intensity, because you have in the past and it hasn't worked out well. It's not love. It's just the pattern in which the relationships develop, which is what you're trying to change. Not develop. It's almost like what you allow. to happen, what you push off to the side and be like, oh, well, you know, that happens sometimes, and that's not really fair to you. And you don't want that to happen. But the thing that I don't want you to do, masculine, is to let something pass you because of fear of that happening and missing out on something this special. Okay? The relationship as a whole, you have stepped into the light. Share your gifts and talents with the world, which is dance. Okay? Dance is about enjoying the relationship. Both of you have something to share with each other, which is what connects you. That's what you love about each other, right? They have something you love, you have something they love about them. And you mix together to make a beautiful dance. Like Swan Lake, you come together to make something beautiful. But you have to be together in order to make that, okay? Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask. And the reason why this comes up is because I hear deception of self. Don't allow yourself to be so afraid that you put on this mask of not caring, of not needing, when you have something so beautiful that you can touch with your hands. Something that is there for you. Don't let the pause be too long, okay? And then last but not least, we have actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions. And that's where that dance comes in, okay? The movement. Don't let yourself be deceived. Don't deceive yourself to allow yourself not to have this beautiful connection, this beautiful dance together. You have to put action in, okay? In order for the relationship to grow, in order to learn, you have to enter it, all right? And that's what this is about. This is about moving forward. You can think, and that's fine, but there has to be some action. There has to be some movement, okay? To let the other person know that you're still there, that something is happening, and it's just not in their head. Because what'll happen is the masculine will retreat, and the feminine will be so focused on letting the universe take control that they don't understand that there has to be more moves made, you know, and then you'll be back in the cycle of waiting for this person, okay? So thank you so much for listening. I will see you next month. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I love you so much. Blessings on your journey. Love and light. Bye-bye.